Hi guys! Hail and merry meet to everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene here on this Christmas Day evening. I wanted to take some time to share a couple ideas with you that we are going to explore for this channel for 2024. As you remember, when we started this channel many years ago, one of the things we had talked about was the spiritual realm. Over the years, we had kind of walked away from that, and I really kind of missed at least covering it, given the latest events of 2024. It's going to be a very interesting time. We focused a lot on the live streams over the years, and yet we didn't really continue to focus on the spiritual things. I'm hoping to get more into the spiritual realm and covering more spiritual topics. Let's be honest, there's been a lot of changes in the world since 2012, and unfortunately enough, a lot of people are still grasping at straws. So let's go through some of the events that have happened starting since 2011. I mentioned that on that month, early December of 2011, that this would be the last normal Christmas. The reason I said that was that I could feel deep in my spiritual heart that the new energies that were coming in were going to totally change the way the world works. I was not too far from right. But it wasn't so much of a physical thing as a spiritual thing. Now, you have to understand that human beings are both physical and spiritual. We're always connected to Source. As we go through since 2012 through 2023, 11 years ago of hiatus, the channel has changed a lot over the years. But recently, I have been getting a strong calling from the other side to start getting back into the spiritual discussions. And the reason is that there's a lot of things going on. I'm not going to be able to go through everything here right now, but let's just quickly touch on a few of them. The energies have shifted. The negative entities, which are currently in charge of Earth, are trying to really increase their influence on preventing people from actually completing the soul contracts and returning home to the other side. Now you have to remember, everybody has a soul contract. Everybody comes here for a reason to Earth to want to learn something. However, what the negative entities have done is made it seem like there is no alternative but to stay on the Earth reincarnating indefinitely. Let me make it clear. You do not have to return to Earth after your soul contract is over. Once you meet the obligation, whatever it was that you agreed to, and did an honorable discharge, and you have been completed your mission, you do not need to return here. That's the important thing that I'm trying to get at. So many people I keep telling everybody, look, you have to finish this mission on Earth and you have to keep coming back until it's done. That is not how it works. There is an exception. And it's a very dark one. I'm going to be honest with you what it is. A reason I'm going to be careful in discussing it is that YouTube gets hypersensitive about it. And even then, it's because you did the equivalent of quit. If you quit living and press the I quit button, if you know what I mean, end it all, final exit, whatever, you still have to start over again. You can not say you've completed your mission with an honorable discharge if you do that. Okay? However, there is more than likely that Mother and Father God, from the very beginning, when reviewing your life chart with you, before you came here, would let you know if you took on too much. But because of free will, you have the right to choose the life chart you chose. So, you chose to come here anyway. Tells you something. You chose to come here. No one forced you to come here with that life chart, even though you wrote one that was flawed. So you have to finish it. You have to complete it. Normally, that's what you do. Okay? Mother God will tell you, okay, I think you took out more than you should have. But under normal circumstances, there is some unusual circumstances. But for the normal circumstances, you wrote it, you deal with it. Okay? So after you complete your life chart, you go home to the other side for time and you actually review it with your spirit guides, Mother God, and the counselor forces there to review and answer the questions. And like I mentioned many times, it's like the movie Defending Your Life. Well, it's not necessarily comical, but that's a perfect example. I'm going to use it anyway. When the young man, I forgot what his name, was sitting there in Judgment City, and his defender was asking him questions about his life. And the young man was getting frustrated with the questions. For example, when Mr. Diamond said to him, "Why don't you take your friend's offer of getting the Casio stock?" And the young man said, "Because I didn't think it was good at the time. It was too risky." Well, okay, that's fine. But I think what Jim Diamond was trying to tell him, if I was Jim Diamond, this is what I would tell him afterwards. Your Honor, the truth is, this young man was afraid to take a chance. He didn't want to take a challenge. He wanted to live a simple life and do the same everyday things that everyone on earth here is doing. Take no chances. Don't make no waves. But, like Miss Foster said, Mr. Diamond, you don't understand. We want people to take a risk in their life. We want them to go, you know what? I want to do this because I want to take the risk. So who's right? Is the young man right because he didn't take the risk? Or is he wrong because he did not take the risk? If I was Miss Foster, this is what I would have said to him. Listen, you have the ability to take chances in life, to make yourself stronger. But you chose not to do that. How can I even suggest you go on to the future, your future expectations, if you're not willing to take risk? You have to. The world is huge. The universe is huge. You could be going anywhere, but that means that you sometimes have to take that chance. The same with this YouTube channel. Sometimes you have to take a chance. We did the live stream since about 2014, 10 years. But the rest of our content has, kind of went to the wayside. What does it say? Let me tell you what it says. It says that we need to get back to our roots. There's nothing wrong with the live streams. The live streams have their advantages. They do reach out people. They do get people to talk to us, which is fantastic. But the ability to sit there and watch a show and meditate on the mysteries and the stuff that we discuss is gone. Because everything has to occur in real time. Have you ever said to yourself, gee, can I think about this for a while? Don't realize, just like one of those pitchmen at TV, act now, but then the next X number of minutes, and we'll throw in a second unit perhaps for free, just for the additional postage and handling. And then you're like, oh man, I don't know. Do I want 2 slop tops? Or do I need 1? Or do I need no slop top? That's the thing when you're doing live shows like that. It doesn't give you a chance to think of what the show was about. This morning we covered a lot about the Pleiadians and the Tagate. Let me talk a little about them right now, since we have some time. I know the Pleiadians and I know the Tagate. I didn't know their name, but I remember the environment. Thank you very much, because I am a star child. First thing is, they're good people and truly want to live in harmony with nature and technology. They're smart people. Do they have elf ears? Not as big as these, but yes, they do have elf ears. Okay? Actually, some do have elf ears as big as this. Apparently, I was one of them. Is the city of Tagate, any of them like Silvermoon, Azeroth, similar enough that when I go into Silvermoon, Azeroth, I get homesick. The artists didn't intend that to be that way, but it makes me think of home, and because I was born on this earth, but I have memories of my prior life as a Pleiadian, which is why I am the way I am. But I still have to finish this soul contract on Earth. And so I'm going to finish my contract, get an honorable discharge, and then I'm going home. And I'm going to go help those people over there to help the community grow. And Terra, an era, as they call it, E-R-R-A, era, okay? To get to this planet, one of the planets of the, to get the system, okay? I'm going to finish my chart here. That's where Silvermoon is. We didn't know the real name of the place. We just called it Silvermoon. Apparently, I'm not the only one that's going back. I mentioned this already. Lumi is going back as a separate entity. Several others are joining me and Lumi there and Silvermoon. Maybe that's not actually the name of a city in Era. I don't know. But the point is that we're all going back together. But the most important thing is I want to start focusing on the spirituality. And I want to start talking about it again. And I want to do videos on it like I used to do. And I also want to focus on the new year, the new changes that are coming up in 2024 on the spiritual level. They're big. Real big. Take my word for it. First of all, do the people of the Pleiades have anything against lesbians or homosexuals? No. No. Because you can manifest yourself as you really want to be. If you're a female, you're a female there. If you're a male, you're a male there. Or you can choose to manifest otherwise. Remember free will. I'm going home as a female I am. I don't know where she's going back, guys. I think it's female too. It's female. It's female. Those are the two other people that are going with us.